We will move to next example on ellipse. Read the question. The center of the ellipse, we have to find out the center of the ellipse. 2x minus 3y minus 1 whole square by 16 plus 3x plus 2y minus 8 upon 9 is equal to 1 is, options are 1 comma 1, 1 comma minus 2, 2 comma 1 and 2 comma minus 1, 2 comma minus 1. Dear students, observe this question very carefully. Do you think this? In the numerator you observe this ax plus by plus c, ax plus by plus c. If you equate it to these lines to 0, they represent the straight lines. And definitely the simple technique, remember it, the point of intersection of these two lines will be the center of the ellipse. Please note down once again. Clearly it is totally different question for you. It's not a regular question. Here clearly if you observe, if you equate these two, numerator the equations, if you equate it to 0, because they are in the form of ax plus by plus c, these two equations represent, say, straight lines. And the point of intersection of, as their slopes are not equal, therefore they are not parallel, so that definitely these two lines are intersecting lines. The point of intersection of these two lines will be the center. So therefore we equate it now. The answer is 2x minus 3y minus 1 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. Again, to solve this we have 4 methods: substitution method, elimination method, RCM method. No, directly now we substitute the options in it. Whichever option satisfies both equation, that will be the point of intersection of these two lines, and that point of intersection will be the center of our ellipse now. So check it out. First option, we will check this. Does the first option satisfies both or not? 2 into 1, 2, minus 3, 2 minus 3, minus 1, minus 1, that is minus 2 is equal to 0, not correct, finish, no need to check option E. We can directly root out option E. Now 1 comma minus 2, option B, we check it out now. Why? Because we don't want to solve these equations, and afterwards just at homework you take it as a homework and solve it, confirm it. Now it's better to solve that, because the point of intersection means the point is common to both the lines. It should satisfy both equations. 2 into 1, second option, x coordinate 1, 2 plus 6, because y value is 2, 2 plus 6, 8 minus 1, 7 is equal to 0, not correct. So straight away we rule out option B also here. Then third option, x is equal to 2, 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3, 1 minus 1, 0, yes, equation 1 has been satisfied. We will see that the same coordinates will satisfy second equation also. Here the condition is the option must satisfy both the equations. 3 into 2, 6 plus 2, 8 minus 8 is equal to 0, yes, this equation satisfying both, therefore option C is the right option. Option C is the right option, therefore for our question the center of the ellipse is 2 comma 1, and no need to, if at all you want, you can check option D also, definitely it will not satisfy both the equations. We will try once again option D also whether it satisfies or not. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 3, 7 minus 1, 6 is equal to 0, not correct, which is not correct. Therefore option D will not, just does not satisfy the given equations. Only C option is satisfying both the equations. That means 2 comma 1 is the point of intersection of these two lines. As in the beginning of the question we have discussed that the point of intersection of two lines will be the center of the ellipse. Therefore option C is the right option. Please note down this question. Dear student, so here a tricky example on ellipse now. It is also a knowledge based question. If you have a simple fundamental knowledge about ellipse, it's easy to solve this problem. See that without solving also we can guess this option, how it is, but before that you must understand some basic things here. First let me read the question now. S and S dash are the foci of an ellipse and P is the point on the ellipse whose coordinates are 4 cos theta comma sin theta, then S dash P plus SP is equal to, options are 6, second option is, that is B option is 4, C option is 8 and D option is 9. Dear students, two things, please note down two things before solving this example. As I told you, it is simple knowledge based example. Most of the students not aware of parametric equations of an ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Please note down, take your time, take your pen and note down the parametric equations. So, I am repeating this, x is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to b sin theta are the parametric equations of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Briefly, this parametric equations represented by a point and here theta is the parameter. In short form, it can also be represented as simply the point theta. Okay, that is the one point you need to understand. And the second important technique here, the P is the point on the ellipse as given in the question, just observe this. P is the point on the ellipse, then the distance of the point P from the focus is called focal distance. That means he is asking sum of the focal distance. Sum of the focal distance of a point, please note down, this is a simple statement or simple rule or simple formula. Sum of the focal distances in an ellipse is always equal to 2a, which is equal to length of major axis. This answer is always, this is equal to 2a. Sum of the focal distances in ellipse is always equal to length of major axis, or that is equal to 2a. Now, to complete this value, we have to find out the value of a now. To complete this example, we are depending on the value of a. Yes, it's very easy. Earlier itself I just given you the idea, parametric equations are x is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to, that is 1, b sin theta. These are parametric equations of ellipse. X is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to b sin theta. Here a is equal to 4. Directly 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. The sum of, that is S dash P plus SP is equal to 8. Therefore, option C is the right option. Option C is the right option. So, please remember two fundamental basics, you remember it. Number 1, again I repeat, please note down properly. The parametric equations, yes, of course, it may be new to you people, you may not studied, you have not covered this concept in PU 11th standard, but at least now note down this point. X is equal to a cos theta, y is equal to b sin theta are the parametric equations of an ellipse. Second, if any point on the ellipse, sum of the focal distances of a point on the ellipse is always equal to length of major axis. Length of major axis, as you know that length of major axis is 2a. To complete this, that means S dash P plus SP is nothing but sum of the focal distance. Sum of the focal distance is equal to 2a. To complete this example, we are strictly depending on the value of a. How will you get value of a? Just see the, observe the coordinates of the given point. Is this x coordinate, that is x is equal to a cos theta. Y coordinate, y is equal to b sin theta, where b is equal to 1. There is no need of b value for us in this example. So, x is equal to a is equal to 4, directly a is equal to 4, and 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Therefore, the sum of the focal distance in this question is 8. Option C is the right option. Further, the small note for you people, the same question, it may be asked in the hyperbola, but in the hyperbola the answer is same, but it will be difference of the focal distance. In the hyperbola, S dash P minus SP is always equal to 2a. Please note down these 3 important points to solve these simple examples. Please note down this example properly and practice some examples of this nature. Dear students, let us move on to next example. This is also simple, very tricky example. Even you can guess, without solving also we can guess options in this. But still, before solving such examples, one must know the basic idea to solve the example. Both I will teach you in this question. First, quickly we try to identify the option, and afterwards we will give the clarification of it, justification to the answer. The first, read the question now. The points 5, 0, minus 5, 0 are the end points of the major axis. If 3x minus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0 is a focal chord, then equation of the ellipse is. Options are x square by 25 plus y square by 16 is equal to 1. Option B, x square by 25 plus y square by 9 is equal to 1. Option C, 4x square plus y square is equal to 1. Option D, x square by 16 plus y square by 9 is equal to. Before solving this example, please draw a small example. Just given the simple small example, I am going to draw this. Very rough example. Of course, without example also we can solve this example. So remember this is the ellipse. So here focus, we know that focus is AE, 0, focus is AE, 0, and ends of major axis, this end is 5, 0, this end is minus 5, 0. But now observe this main point, highlighted point of the question is 3x minus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0 represents a straight line. But he has given that it is a focal chord. That means that line is passing through, focus. This is called focal chord. This equation he has given 3x minus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0. Once again, try to understand. Of course, this major end, this is called major axis, this is called ends of major axis, this is called 5, 0, this is called minus 5, 0. I will just note down this minus 5, 0 and this is 5, 0. If this line is a focal chord, then we have to find out the equation of the ellipse. Dear students, observe this small technique. Now we will work on shortcut only. Since focus lies on this line means coordinates of focus always satisfy this. Are you getting my point? I hope you understand this. Again I repeat this, focus lies on the line whose equation is 3x minus 5y minus 9. That means coordinates of focus must satisfy this. Okay, but here to satisfy we are not aware of the value of AE. Note down this important thing is AE is always equal to square root of a square minus b square. AE, just the point, again note down this, always in an ellipse AE is equal to square root of a square minus b square. We will check it from options now. First option, what is the value of a square minus b square? X square by a square plus y square by 16. A square is 25 minus b square is 16. I think it will be 3. That means the point will become 3, 0. Immediately check it out. This point, if it satisfies, the option A will be the right option. Please don't come across confusion. Again I will explain this part, very simple. No need to solve now. There is no need to solve this question. Easily by simple substitution we can solve this example. Look at this. Since the focus lies on the line 3x minus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0, because by data 3x minus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0 is the focal chord. Focal chord means which passes through the focus. That means we are just, it is our duty to see that yes satisfies or not. But to satisfy, to check this, we do not know the value of AE. But always remember one thing, the value of AE is equal to square root of A square minus B square. So, in each and every option we will calculate A square minus B square, square root of A square minus B square, that is equal to AE value you get, and after that the coordinates of S you get, you substitute in this. If it is satisfies, that option will be the right option. So, from option A we got AE value 3. So, therefore, 3 comma 0 will substitute directly 3 AE, thus in the place of x coordinate is 3, 3 3 is a 9, y is equal to 0, 9 minus 9 is equal to 0, yes it satisfies, then absolutely the option A is the right option. Suppose if you have any doubts regarding this, the same technique will be applied for second option also. I will tell you, you can try it. For second option, A square minus B square is how much? A square is 25, B square is 9, 25 minus 9, 16, root of 16 is 4, that means this point will become 4 comma 0, substitute it, yes 3 4s are 12, minus 9 is equal to 0, is not satisfied. So, again here also this equation, this option can be written as x square by 1 by 4 plus y square by 1, when this A square is equal to 1 by 4, B square is equal to 1 by 4, B square is equal to 1. So, same 16 minus 9, here also A square is 16, B square is 9, it will be 16 minus 9 is equal to 7, root 7, that means AE is equal to root 7, root 7 will not satisfy, root 7 comma 0 does not satisfy this equation, therefore, all other options are root out, only option E satisfies. I repeat this question once again clearly. Regular method you can solve it regularly, since focus lies on the line, you have to substitute it, find out AE by using eccentricity formula, these are all not necessary in this example. See, even though in this question there is no role of ends of major and minor axis, there is no, just I have not used at all. This is the first different example where we have not completely used the given data, it is of no use. Again I will check you, once again I will repeat this question, really typical question to understand this. 5 comma 0 and minus 5 comma 0 are the ends points of the major axis. If 3x minus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0 is a focal chord, then the equation of the ellipse you have to find out. 3x minus 5y minus 9 is equal to focal chord means definitely the coordinates of focus we know that AE comma 0. So, since this line is passing through the focus means the coordinates of focus must satisfy its equation. To check this whether the coordinates of S satisfy or not, we are depending on the value of AE. In each and every option we calculate AE value. How will you? But before that all the students are requested to remember this, AE is always equal to square root of A square minus B square. But in the first option A square is 25, B square is 16, so therefore it is a root 9, 3, that means for first option AE value will be 3 comma 0. If this point satisfies this line, definitely option A will be the right option. If does not satisfy, move on to the second option. Same procedure you can do it, you can calculate AE from the second option and the point you get substitute it. If it satisfies, the second option will be correct. If again it fails, continuously by checking the options itself we can identify. Yes, from option A, AE will be 3, AE is equal to 3, the point of focus will become 3 comma 0, x coordinate is 3, 3 3 0, y value 0, 9 minus 9, 0 is equal to 0, it satisfies the focal chord, therefore option A is the right option. Please note down this example. Dear students, now we are going to discuss some basic examples on hyperbola. So, let me read the first question now. If m1 and m2 are the slopes of the tangents to the hyperbola, x square by 25 minus y square by 16 is equal to 1, which passes through the point 6, 2, then m1 plus m2, that is sum of the slopes is equal to. Options are option A 24 by 13, option B 11 by 24, option C 24 by 11, option D 48 by 11. So, it is a bit typical example. Now, we have to first find out the slopes of both the tangents, and after adding, and either you have to use the applications of derivative to find the slope, and it takes a lot of time. To find out this equation of hyperbola, a square is equal to 25, b square is equal to 16. Take this given point as x1 comma y1. Now, the question is, what is asking is, say example, this is the two tangents are passing through the point 6, 2. This is the point 6, 2. So, assuming that the slope of the first tangent is m1 and the slope of the second tangent is m2, we have to find out m1 plus m2. It's a regular practice, you can try, it's almost all, it's also a essay type question, but to solve this example, I am going to give the shortcut. To find out the sum of the slopes, just note down this formula, note down this simple technique, 2 times of product of x1 comma y1, 2 times of x1 comma y1 divided by x1 minus a square. Please note down this technique. 2 times of x1 comma y1 divided by x1 square minus a square. But here the point 6, 2 we have taken it as x1 comma y1. Once again, to find out the sum of the slopes is equal to the simple rule 2 times of x1 comma y1 upon x1 square minus a square, 2 into what is x1 here 6, y1 is 2, what is x1 square? X1 square is x1 square is equal to what? 36 minus a square is 25. 36 minus 25, its denominator is 11. So, we have option A and option B are ruled out. Mostly C and D, we will check this one. 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So, 24 by 11 is the sum of the slopes. Option C is the right option. Please note down this example. Dear students, let us move on to the next example on hyperbola. Please read the question first. If 5x square minus lambda y square is equal to 20 represents a rectangular hyperbola, then lambda equals to, options are 5, second option B is 4, option C is minus 5, option D is 3. Before solving this example, one should know about definition of rectangular hyperbola. So, rectangular hyperbola means a simple thing, it is easy to remember. In the rectangular hyperbola, length of major axis and minor axis are always equal. As we know that length of major axis is equal to 2a, length of minor axis is equal to 2b. That means in this case 2a is equal to 2b, 2 gets cancelled, a is equal to b, or a square is equal to b square. In the simple way, in the rectangular hyperbola, a and b are equal, or a square is equal to b square. So, consider this example now. So, consider this equation 5x square minus lambda y square is equal to 20, dividing each term by 20, x square by 4 minus, after dividing this can be written as y square by 20 by lambda equals to 1. Now, this is in the form of x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. It is an hyperbola, but according to the given data, it is a rectangular hyperbola. In the rectangular hyperbola, a square and b square must be equal. So, 4 is equal to 20 by lambda, and lambda is this 4 is equal to 20 by lambda, 4 lambda is equal to 20, 4 lambda is equal to 20, and lambda is equal to 20 by 4, which is equal to 5, Again the option is option A is correct. Please note down this example. Dear students, here another example on hyperbola. Read the question. The value of E, that is the value of eccentricity of the hyperbola, x is equal to a sec theta, y is equal to a tan theta is x is equal to a secant theta and y is equal to a tan theta is options A is 1, option B 3 by 5, option C root 2, option D 5 by 4. Straight away one option can be ruled out, option B will be ruled out, 3 by 5 is which is less than 1. As we know that for hyperbola eccentricity will be always greater than 1. And option A is also ruled out because for hyperbola eccentricity is again greater than 1, it cannot be equal to 1. So these two options are ruled out, but option C and D are greater than 1. Among these two we have to choose one option. For this I am going to just give you fundamental basic idea on parametric equations of hyperbola. Please dear students note down. The parametric equations of hyperbola are x is equal to a secant theta and y is equal to b tan theta. X is equal to a secant theta and y is equal to b tan theta. Here what happened, the given equations you can just cross multiply by x by a is equal to sec theta and y by a is equal to tan theta, but square and subtract. Why we have to square and subtract? Because sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to what? 1. So you cannot add sec square theta and tan theta. So square and subtract, and hyperbola, in the hyperbola we have to get x square by a square minus y square by a square is equal to sec square theta minus 1. Sec square theta minus 1. But here why these two equations are not multiplied or why these equations are not added? Because in the hyperbola we need x square by a square minus y square by b square. That is the only one option. We have to square and subtract these two equations. But x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Here both a square and b square both are equal. Then definitely it will be a rectangular hyperbola. Always remember one thing. For rectangular hyperbola eccentricity is always equal to root 2. Therefore the right option is C. C is the right option. Remember it. Why C is the right option? Because it is an rectangular hyperbola. If you simplify it, you can see that x square minus y square is equal to a square. This is the standard equation of rectangular hyperbola. For always any rectangular hyperbola is always equal to root 2. It's a fixed, irrespective of the values of a square here. It may be a square may be 25 or a square may be 36. For rectangular hyperbola always E is equal to root 2. Please note down this point. For any rectangular hyperbola, the value of E is always equal to root 2. According to the given question, the equation is rectangular hyperbola, therefore E is equal to root 2. C is the right option. Please note down this example. Dear students, let us move on to next example. This is a very interesting example. Read the question. If the eccentricity of a hyperbola is root 5, then the eccentricity of its conjugate hyperbola is, options are 1 by root 5, option B root 5 by 2, option C 5 by 4, option D root 5. So before solving this example, again note one simple equation of conjugate hyperbola I would like to tell you. We know the standard equation of hyperbola is x square by a square plus y square by x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Then its conjugate hyperbola equation will be x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to minus 1. So here For an eccentricity of hyperbola is given, we have to find out eccentricity of its conjugate hyperbola. To find out this eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola, first we assume that conjugate hyperbola eccentricity will be called as E dash, and that root phi will be taken as E. The hyperbola is that is equal to, for given E is equal to root phi. For eccentricity, for conjugate hyperbola, we take eccentricity will be equal to E dash. Using simple identity, the identity is like this: 1 by E square plus 1 by E dash whole square is equal to 1. Note down this identity, simple identity. 1 by E square plus 1 by E dash square equal to 1. Here E square, E is equal to 5. This will become 1 by 5. Therefore, simple 1 by E dash square is equal to 1. 1 by E square will be 5. 1 by 5, take that side. It will be 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5. 5 minus 1, it is equal to 4 by 5. Therefore, cross multiplication, 4 times of E dash square will be equal to 5. Then E dash square will be 5 by 4. E dash square will be equal to 5 by 4. Then see that E dash square is equal to 5 by 4. Then E dash will be root 5 by 2. E dash will be root 5 by 2. The right option is B is the right option.